solid opening drive so far. Now can they cash in 1st and goal? Now back to throw. And he's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And I think here, CD, down deep in the red zone, you've got to find a way to come away with 6 points.
To me, it's imperative because with the field the way it is, we're going to be fortunate to see 2- and 3-yard runs in the second half, so you can't let opportunities like this get away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitter.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And that an important touchdown here in this 3rd quarter.
Especially given the way the snow continues to fall. You have to take advantage of situations when they present themselves. And while the snow looks great on TV to the fans, not easy for those guys on the field. Scoring's going to be difficult in the second half, but that was great work there to find the end zone.
From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10
at their own 24. Now Newton. It's caught by Aguilar. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Michel. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On a handoff, it's White. Now White lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. And Shark calls it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jags have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time the move out in front.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On the handoff, this is White. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Jaguars are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up. But I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. And some room to maneuver. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That's it, baby. Don't work.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives. That's caught inside the 20, and he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Newton to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They're trying their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he'll let this go deep for Bourne. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Newton. And caught by Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. Again, it's Harris. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
73 yards